And welcome back. And we're moving into our final segment for today. And we cannot underscore to you how important it is to pay attention to some of the information we're getting into. We have with us our friends from Caribbean Tires, and they're going to talk a bit about their Easter promotions, but also most importantly about vehicle safety. We have Judy Perez, who's the sales manager, and we have Kelvin Aguilar, who's the sales representative. Good morning and welcome.
Pleasant good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, and of course I would like to say that Caribbean Tire, our #1 priority is safety.
Yes.
Safety, we look at it that is our business, that is our, you know, the country on a whole. This is where tires are so important, not only tires, but there's other things that the vehicle needs. And of course, we're here today because Easter is almost here.
That's right.
And we care, and we want to make sure that all of our customers countrywide take advantage of some of our free services that we have to offer. These services that we're going to make mention of is not only that we're doing it only specially for the Easter. It's throughout throughout the years that we have been trying to promote and get the, you know, that the customers need to know what's going on and how safe it is. Your families are important to you. You're traveling, you're on the road, especially this Easter holiday. We'll be traveling to Cancun, to Placencia, to PG, to Tangier. Why not take advantage and, you know, come to Caribbean Tires?
You know, and it's so sad that we know we usually see around this time quite a number of accidents.
That's right.
And what we want to focus on is how you can cut down on the risks of the car that you're driving. Now, how you drive is still left up to you.
That's right.
But we can ensure that the car is safe enough to be on the road.
That's right.
So tell us about some of the things that people can do if they go to Caribbean Tires.
Okay, well, the free services of what we're stressing on right now that we want to get across is that we have free tire inspections on our tires. We have a free checkup on the lubricants. That we offer free oil changes with the purchase of your oil and filter. We also actually with the batteries as well, because if you're on the road and you get, you know, your battery failed, what are you going to do? So we have free checkups as well on your batteries. But to tell you a little bit more about the tires and like that, I have my co-worker here, Kelvin, who will be going into a little bit of depth pertaining to the tires that is so important for our viewers.
And I have to ask, when you're purchasing tires, what do you look for? What's the most important thing?
And that's the reason why I'm here, right? I want to say good morning to Belize, right? What do you look for in a tire? You look for a lot of stuff. #1, each tire comes with a date of manufacture. So that to me is one of the most important things, because each tire has a date it was manufactured, and you can ask us and you can let us know, hey, I'm interested to see when this tire was made, because a tire might have up to 7 years of shelf life. However, after that, the rubber in the tire becomes more plastic than rubbery, which causes it to later on fail on the road. So you can ask us. I mean, I would be safe to know the date of my tire, when my tire was, because and some people think, oh, I want this year's tire. No, it doesn't really work that way. We can have a safe tire on the road of up to about 7 years. Right after that, it becomes a little bit.
It's not that the tire lasts 7 years. It's that you have 7 years where you can have it in store before it's sold.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So there's a lot of things to look forward to. Brand is very important, right? As we all know that our Hankooks has been doing good. We have Michelin's. We have the top of the line brands in Belize. I can stand behind that. We have PF Goodrich, and we have a lot of very good tires, right? So we also look forward to also the tread, the type of terrain that you will be driving on. The type of terrain is very important. We know we have very bad roads in Belize. I myself prefer an all-terrain tire at all time, which is a 50-50. You can do 50% highway and 50% off-road. So that is very important. And also keep in mind too that the roads sometimes are wet. So you need to have also the tire comes with a very design that helps you evacuate that water on the road, right? So you have to look at many factors before you purchase a tire. And well, I was also in the stores on Saturday, and we sold quite a few tires, Ms. Judy. I had the privilege to I'm the type of person that when you come to me, I will show you all your options.
Yeah.
And give you everything that you need to know, and then you pick whichever one suits you best.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
so
it goes to with your budget as well. You know,
because trust me, I would not know what the tire should look like. But I would trust going to a place and having you tell me, Marlene, if you'll be driving in these areas, then this is what you need.
Yes.
And if I tell you this is all the money I have,
then
hopefully
Then
you'll
we
find
will find
something
something
that
for
I
you.
can
That's
fit.
right.
One
And
thing I can
yes.
tell you, if you come here, you're not going to leave without what you came for, right? So that's another thing.
thing
What
is that
about
we
purchasing used tires? That's very common.
Well, that is something that we are not into. All the tires. I mean, it's not that we're bashing the places that sells used tires, but if you look at it, that as Kelvin had mentioned about the tires, we have a lifespan for it. Most of these used tires, as when they come in, you don't know how long, but if you check the manufacturing date, you will see how long it was here. And the tires can still look new, but as you purchase it within a week, the tire bursts, they're gone.
Yeah.
How much is that? When you come to us at Caribbean Tire, we have warranty on the tires. As that Kelvin mentioned, we have top premium brands.
Yeah.
But as well, we have cost-effective tires as well.
Yeah.
So we try to make sure that we have every tire for it to suit anyone's needs,
Any needs.
their budgets, whatever. You just tell us, this is what I have, as Marlene said, this is the amount of money I have. We have the size of the tire. We will go through the list of what we have, and we will let you know.
Yeah.
This is what we have, that's what you can afford, but we will still advise our customers to let them know. This is the better quality of what we think that you should be using.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's up to you, our customers. We can just advise you and let you know what is it.
Definitely.
And I have to ask, because I see a lot of cars about the place, and sometimes the tires just look like they don't match. Are there some improper practices that we have that we do in our country?
Buying 4 different sizes.
That's right. That's right.
You see, some tire. Well, we try to keep a little bit of everything in our store. So we try to always have that tire that you need. Some people just can't afford. Some of those tires that you might see on the road are probably used tires that they purchase. We try to always at least keep a balance with that. Try to have at least 4 of the same tire, or not 4, but 2 and 2.
And that's what I was going to say, because that's always good advice. Let's be real. You have to pay your hotel, your everything, the gas to go.
Yes.
And I got to change a tire, but at the very least, if you can't change 4, change the matching 2.
Exactly.
Right? Why is that?
We try to always keep 2, number 1, because when you change just 1 tire, remember you're going to have 1 new tire on one side, and then you're going to have a little bit a next tire that is already used.
Yeah.
So you don't know the different tread depths between the 2 tires. You might feel a little pull to one side depending on which side the used tire is.
Yeah.
And that's why we always try to at least level either the front or the back. And we really much advise customers to do that.
Yeah.
I was at the store on Saturday and a customer came in. What I want to make mention, right? Because Caribbean Tires, a lot of people, well, this specific customer, he was like, Kelvin, I thought that I could have only purchased 1 tire because according to my friends, they said that I am going to use so much money just for 1 tire. I said, I'm giving you your options. What will you do? I'll go with 2 tires because with the price that you're giving me, it's so good, I can afford 2. So I want the customers and the public to know that the tires that we carry are very low in cost as well.
Yeah.
We have tires to
You can get cost-effective
exactly,
options.
right.
exactly. We do have tires that cost less than what some people might think, right?
All this talk about tires, and I know you want to show us something today, so let's take a look at what are some warning signs on your tire. Sorry.
Okay.
So as people leave tomorrow, if you're seeing your tire looking like this today, you got to do something about it. So you brought some something to show us.
I brought that 2 tires here, right? And if you may see, just rolling this tire up, if the camera could get this, a stone already stuck in the tire.
Yeah.
So when we inspect your tire, remember we do free tire inspections. So when we do inspect a tire, we look for this, which is the tread wear indicator. If you can see where the arrows are, these are the tread wear indicators. When this rubber component reaches the tread wear indicator, this means that your tire is no longer safe on the road. Anything, we can expect anything to happen after that. Right, because
Didn't know that's what that was for.
yes. So on the side of the tire, Marlene, you would have usually you would have an arrow indicating where the tread wear indicators in between the tire is. So that's the reason for the tread wear indicator. We always look at this when we're inspecting tires, because this is the manufacturer itself put this here so that we can know when the tire is no longer safe. All right, and then I have another tire here, which is, we can see right here, we have wires sticking out, but this is what happens to a lot of customers that I wouldn't blame them. It has happened to me as well. And if you look at this tire from the outside, the tire looks practically new. However, this part was on the outside, but this part was on the inside. And if you look at this, this means bad wheel alignment.
Yeah.
Right? Your car needs an alignment.
Okay.
And it's very surprising how fast this part of the tire can eat down.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked there and I wasn't really looking at my tires look new on the outside. And when I checked, I had to change 2 of them because why? The alignment had eaten the tire so fast that it became unsafe for the road. Okay. So we want the customers to know that all these inspections that we do is free of cost. Come in, let Caribbean Tires inspect your tires and look for these different things that you know we can pick up that is dangerous for.
So explain to us, many people just know that once the tire looks, if it looks like this, people would think it's fine. Why is the threading important?
The threading is important, Marlene, because the best point of the tire is when the tire is just purchased.
Yeah.
The threading is very important because it's what helps you grasp the road. When you need to brake very fast, that's the part that holds the road, you know. Just to make mention that out of all your vehicle, the only part touching the road is the tire.
Yeah.
So, and it's not the whole tire either.
Yeah.
It's just a little tiny, well, the width of the tire, and it has a little space, you know. I mean, they're not the whole at one time.
Yeah.
So you gotta be very careful with the tread. Also, when it is the rainy season, if a tire is already worn down to that there, it's not safe anymore. Why? Because the water doesn't have enough grooves to quickly evacuate the tire. So we have to look at all of that, you know. And also the all-terrain tires, they come a very lugsy. So when they have all those lugs, they have more grips. You know, you encounter the rocks and all those stuff off road. So that the new tire also helps with that as well, right?
Does the type of rim you have help to extend the life of your tire?
No, not particularly. The rim has well, it is also, you have to always be inspecting your rims as well, because some of them become over the years, you know, so you have to always look at those too. But no, it has nothing to do with the tire. Unless you have like a malfunction in your rim, then it can affect directly to a tire,
air
right?
From the tire to leak out.
Exactly, because we've been trying to service these rims so good, because you know the customer is taking the time to put on a new tire. Some of them are already rusty. Yeah. So we clean them up. Yeah. We clean them up and we try to, you know, grind them down and what's not, so that it can be safe.
So once again, these are all free services offered?
Free services.
Yes.
Another point that I want to make mention, Marlene, is the air pressure. The air pressure is so important of what you put in the tire. Yeah. Because if you have low air pressure, it damages the tire. If you have more than enough that it calls for, it damages the tire as well. So that is very important. That's why these free inspections that we're offering at all of our branches countrywide is so important. You can just come in and say, I want to check my air. I want you to inspect my tires and see what is the problem. Maybe it needs to balance. Maybe
the air pressure should be balanced as well.
Exactly. So the air pressure, we will test all of them. And if you don't know how much air it needs on your door, on the driver's side, on the door has a placard right there that tells you the size of your tire. If you don't know what size of tire you use on your vehicle, it tells you the size of the tire. It tells you how much air that you need for your tires. So these are important that we want the customers to know.
Let's get into some very important tips here. It's Wednesday, tomorrow's Holy Thursday.
That's right.
There's not a lot of time for people to get their cars fixed, and if they didn't know, they could check, I should say. If they haven't checked their vehicle as yet, time is short.
That's right.
What are the opening hours that you guys are offering, and can I still come and bring my car after the show to get it?
Of course. Today, well, it's normal working hours from 8 to 5. Yep. This is countrywide. And tomorrow as well, it's going to be countrywide 8 to 5. We're going to be opening within all the branches. In Belize City, we might be opening until 4. But it all depends on the customers. If they come in, if they're not, then we're going to be, you know, that the staff needs to go home as well and start their, you know, their planning. But I want to say the phone numbers from each branches of what they can contact our offices, and they can, you know, let us know what is it that, you know, that they want to do. We start in Corozal, 4220162, Orange Walk, 3220153, Belize City, 2237352, Belmopan, 8220390, and Spanish the code 8230107.
That was super impressive.
I was just going to say, Judy, I wish I had your memory. But speaking of numbers, there is an Easter promotion ongoing.
That's right.
It's not just about getting a free check. It's that you can get some of the things that you need at a discounted price.
That's right. That's right. So we want them to, we're encouraging, please be safe along with your families. Yeah. Even our staff, we want to encourage our staff as well. They have their vehicles, they will be traveling. We are always taking care of our customers, but at the same time, we're preaching this to our customers, and we need to do it ourselves. Yeah. So we need to ensure that our vehicles are safe to be on the road as well. So I want to, you know, say to our staff as well to please, let's be, you know,
so what are the deals that are available at this time?
Well, at this time, the free services, as what we said, to come in and take advantage of those. The tires, once you come in, you get 4 tires or 2 tires. We're offering a 10% discount, so they can come into all of our branches. The oil change, the free oil change, once you purchase the oil and the filter, you'll be getting a 10% discount on that as well, and you get the service done for free. The batteries, we're going to be inspecting the batteries as well. You know, make sure that your charging system are holding. You need to change any of the battery terminals. We're going to be doing that as well, and you get a 10% off on your battery as well.
Oh, nice.
So I did want to mention, Marlene, since we're stepping into the other, we do have customers already coming in saying, hey, you know what, young man, I am going to be on the road with my family. I have heard you guys been talking about a lot of free inspections. I've heard you guys talking about tire fluids, or I don't know what all, and I don't remember what's on the little ads, right? So they just come in and say, you know what, I feel safe to just come here and tell you my vehicle is here. Do whatever you got to do. My family is going to be in there. So what we do when you come in and ask for these services, we inspect your tires, number one. Then we make sure the tires are well balanced. We make sure that everything is safe. If we need to recommend a new tire, we would do so right there on the spot. Yeah. And we can also do the free alignment inspection, but it is only visual. We have technicians that have developed different techniques over the years, and they can just come and tell you exactly what needs to be changed before we can do an alignment. If there is parts that need to be changed, it's not something that they put on the ramp. They can do it right there where the vehicle is.
Oh, it isn't the visual alignment that you do by appointment.
Exactly. Yes, it's different. It's just an inspection. We do throw it in. You know, the customers have the rights to know that, you know what, we can quickly just check this to make sure everything is doing good. We also do the free checkup on your fluids. Remember, you have power steering fluid, you have brakes fluid, you have coolant, and we have different fluids in your vehicle that need to be checked. The motor oil as well, to make sure that all of them are at the safe level. And also, with the as Ms. Judy was mentioning, we do the free oil change service as well, just by purchasing the oil and the filter at Caribbean Tire, and this is countrywide. So there's a lot of people coming in there. Now you should have seen the customers that were there on Saturday.
I can only imagine after finding out all of these free services what today and tomorrow
exactly.
Like.
And two, we're having we're going to be having a bigger building soon, and I just want to say that the services of the oil change right now, the customers might be in a hurry, and we try to do it as quickly and as safe as possible for the customers, you know, your oil change. But soon we will be able to do a more professional oil service for the customer, right?
With your completion of your building.
With the completion of the new building. So I already had that. You only heard, this is the first place you're hearing it.
No, she heard already from
I've heard of this top of the line building. I've seen it being constructed.
That's right.
So So I advise customers right now to come with a little bit more of time to do your oil change, because it's not something that we try to do as, you know.
Don't expect to come and get it done.
Exactly. We're not making appointments.
We don't make appointments for them.
So it's the customer that's there first. That's the customer. And people are taking advantage of it. I mean, you know, we carry the Valvoline brand. It's the first motor oil introduced in the world, not only in Belize. So I feel secure behind that. That's what I'm using in my little sports car. So I feel safe with that, right? Valvoline, I've been trying to tell the public, Valvoline is a very, very good oil. We have, and just to make mention that the Valvoline is the only diesel oil endorsed by the Cummins manufacturer. So it's very, you know, all the rest of brands, they're fighting, oh, how can it be that Valvoline is doing this, you know. So it's a very good oil to have in your engine. And you can use it.
I think it's an added incentive that you get 10% off and it changed for free. But we're quickly running out of time, and I just want to be able to touch on your raffle.
Yes, well, we have here a Easter package that we want to give away, but we're not going to do the usual, you know, call-ins or like that. What we want a customer to do, any customer of ours countrywide, if they can just WhatsApp 637-5356 a copy of their invoice that they purchased at Caribbean Tire, and they're going to win. Since they will be out for the Easter, we have a backpack, a Caribbean Tire backpack, a beach towel, Caribbean Tire beach towel, a key chain, a pen. You'll be traveling, you need to fill out your documents. We have a diary or something that you can make notes and make sure everything is in check. The kids, you have all of your stuff ready. And of course we have a hat. It's going to be hot, so we have a hat.
That number again,
637-5356.
5356. 637-5356. Send a WhatsApp and you get to take this prize, right?
That's right. That's right.
So you can be any part of Belize. You have to send a snapshot of your
Caribbean Tire invoice.
That's right. Digging up for your receipt.
That's right. And Marlene, we know that you and maybe Ms. Rock will be heading to Cancun or to San Pedro, somewhere. So we want you to have, we brought a package for you too, for both of you. There's one for each one of you.
I was feeling jealous about the
See, we didn't bring chocolate, but we brought you some beach towel, right?
Oh, you heard my chocolate conversation. I'm so easy.
We definitely want you all to enjoy and to be safe as well. So, you know.
Well, just
we said WhatsApp, not
calls.
Calls getting in. We need you to send a WhatsApp with your invoice.
That's right.
637-5356 in case you never get it.
And you get to walk away with this this prize here. So
that's right. So the first one that does that. Well, if they haven't done that before,
well, they're still calling. They're not WhatsApping.
But we need you to send a picture of the invoice, right? So, well, while we're waiting on that, Ms. Julie, remember too, I want to just quickly touch the Atlas batteries. We have been carrying Atlas batteries for the past, I believe, 7 years, 7 to 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. We stand behind a 2-year warranty as well. The first year is free replacement on manufacturer defects, and the second year is a prorated warranty, right? So we just want to quickly tell you that we also do a free inspection on your battery and charging system as well. So it is very important to quickly take a look at your battery. We have testers there that show how much power, how much cranking amps your battery is holding, if it's holding charge. If we need to change terminals, we check your charging system, making sure that it's charging correctly. So I just want to quickly mention that as well, right?
So you got batteries, you have the engine oils, and the different fluids you need. Most importantly, you also have your whole tires that people can be able to get a great deal on. The checks. And if you do need anything changed, you can be able to purchase them as well. Guys, we are out of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to post it online with the winner. So we have to wrap it up. But thank you so much for being here. And you know, you brought, I think, what has been the most important message for the week, which is if you're going to be on the road, make sure your vehicles are safe.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
Thank you. With that, we're going to go ahead and take that final break. When we come back, we'll have a wrap up. So stay tuned.
Excellent.
That was great.